Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Stellos Stadium in Nashua, New Hampshire, home today to both Nashua High South and Nashua North. It's a girls' field hockey game. John Collins along with Tom King, our camera crew Tim O'Neill and Frank Walland, our executive producer Pete Johnson here on Nashua's ETV. And what a beautiful fall day, Tom.
It's gorgeous for the second day of the North-South rivalry. And again, with the way that these teams are pretty evenly matched, John, it's going to be, we saw some great soccer action, so now I think we're going to see some good field hockey action as well.
Field hockey, which is the equivalent to me of street hockey, using one side of the blade, only the right side. If you're a left-handed shot, Tom, I guess you're out of luck.
Well, the thing with field hockey, John, is the numerous whistles. We've already had 2 or 3 already. It's the numerous whistles and the stoppage in play. It kind of limits the action for fans a little bit, but I'll tell you what, kids love it. Kids love playing it, so it's a good sport, and it was one of the first sports that I covered when I came to New Hampshire many moons ago.
Well, it's interesting you say that. I'll tell you why. Of course, North is in the white with the blue trim, and the purple Panthers in purple defending the goal on the left of your screen. As the ball trickles in for the first save of the game.
Actually, that's her
was
third.
Oh, it hasn't gone in?
She's had 2 already before that.
We started rolling a little after the opening face-off.
I'll tell you what, John, the thing about field hockey that always struck me was when you hit a long shot, the goalie would just let it go in the net. The reason was it didn't count because it was.
It has to be struck within the zone, right?
Right, exactly.
And where is that zone? The red line, Tom, there?
I believe it's
semicircle?
It's the semicircle, yep.
The red line, the strike zone. It has to be struck within there or deflect off a defender's stick in there to count. And the goaltender for North, Reagan Medeiros, in the south goalie net. Actually, that's the south goalie, excuse me, down there defending that has made 3 saves. Cora and North.
Right, and right now Reagan Medeiros draped in orange.
Appropriately.
Out of probably view right now, but she is
on the right side of the screen coming up.
She is basically reduced to being a spectator for the first 5 minutes of this game.
I'm sure she's happy with that. The officials for today's game, Ron Foley and Kara Hirsch. You alluded to the fact this was one of the first sports you covered. For me, I've been doing high school and college and some pro sports since 1986. This is the first time I've ever done a field hockey game. So a little bit of a learning experience for me.
We did the game here on TV 13. TV E99 last year.
You did.
So I did, and you joined us late for the soccer. So this was when they had it all on one day.
Now, do you recall the score of that game? Because these are usually defensive battles.
I don't. Yeah. I believe it was 2-1 or 1-0.
It's similar to soccer in that way, then.
It is. Running time, 30-minute halves instead of 40-minute halves, and. But these 2 teams were very evenly matched last year, and I expect the same this year.
We're going to firm up. We're going to start telling you some of the names and the players here when we firm up our rosters. That is in process right now. We do have the goaltenders' names, as you heard, and so we apologize for the delay in naming the players. But you can see, again, North now with possession in the white jerseys and being bothered by the Panthers, who are still looking for their first offensive scoring opportunity. It might be coming right here. It's a 2-on-2. Ball trickles through into the strike zone, and quickly the Titans trying to clear it out. They manage to draw a whistle and a free shot. 11 players in field hockey, usually 5 forwards, 3 halfbacks, 2 fullbacks, and the goalkeeper. A match usually goes for 30 minutes, as we see.
A half. And usually, planning on about an hour, 10 minutes of regular clock time. There's a nice kick save.
Kick save made there by Cora and North.
Which are the majority of saves in field hockey, mostly, almost with your feet, because the feet, with the heavy pads.
Yeah,
they're draped like they are hockey goalies, and you're going to find, John, that a field hockey goalie will probably, if the high school has a girls' ice hockey program, will be the ice hockey goalie, and will also probably be the lacrosse goalie.
It makes sense, and I imagine a good ice hockey goalie would be very difficult to score on because the speed of these shots are somewhat slower here in field hockey. Degree of difficulty is there to try to score.
It's got the same issues that soccer has, but
although
in a different variety. I mean, the scoring is difficult, but the scoring is difficult not made by the dimensions of the field, but basically by the rules. The rules make it difficult to score, I think. They cut down the action and cut down the flow of the game.
Now,
but on this surface, field hockey on this surface, John, it's fun. This helps the sport immensely. You're going to see in college the rules are a little bit different. Players are more physical, and most colleges have turf fields for field hockey. So the sport is much more fast flowing in college than it is in high school.
You may have seen a few whistles on high balls when a ball comes above the knees of nearby players, or when a high ball goes into a crowd of players, you'll hear a whistle.
Right, it's called dangerous.
Yeah.
The most frequent whistles are for dangerous hits or obstruction, one or the other.
So then the officials award a free hit.
Yep.
They also have the ability to award a penalty corner or a penalty stroke.
Penalty corners are one of the most frequent ways of scoring in field hockey.
Here's a chance that went down deep into the Titans zone, but sweeping it away.
But basically, a penalty corner is you line the offensive players up top, the defensive players on the sideline, on the end line, and then they just converge as the ball is put into play.
So the Panthers trying to score in orange is Megan Reynolds, the North goaltender, in all orange there. Cora and North, the South goaltender, to the left of the screen. Now the Titans trying to relieve this pressure. There's a big shot attempt there, but it turned into a legal roller, so that was kind of fortunate for the Titans.
Ooh, nice steal.
And now the Panthers with some counter pressure.
See, on regular grass, that break would take 5 seconds longer because of the bounce of the grass. Now there was a chance right there for South as they had the ball right near the goaltender, and that would have been a legal score if they were able to poke that ball in.
Probably their best chance of the game. 22.5 minutes to go in the first half of play here at sun-splashed Stellos Stadium in Nashua, New Hampshire. We see I think that's some sort of a craft of We Love Our Seniors on the far stands. Seniors Day here at Stellos. The football game will take place later this evening. That will also be on Nashua's ETV. Whistle gives the ball back to the Titans, trying to come out of their own end. We're scoreless early in the first half of this girls' field hockey game. See the players either dribbling it or pushing it or shooting it.
Well,
about only three things really you can do with it.
Now, aside from the idiosyncrasies of the sport, what has basically been an issue in Nashua for the last several years has been the lack of success of field hockey teams. And most of that is due to the fact there's no feeder program. So that hurts a lot.
And thank you to Pete Johnson for firming up the rosters for us. And so we'll be able to start naming some of these players for you. It's first inbounding the ball here is Kelly McIntyre, junior, number 10. In traffic, the Titans trying to clear it out of the danger zone. You have to see one of those bullies, Tom. That's how they refer to face-offs.
The restarts?
Yeah, where they tap the sticks 3 times, and there's a whistle. Hard to see what that was about, but maybe too much contact. It's going to be a free hit for the Titans. Number 20, Haley Sack, with 2 eyes. She hits it down. A good lead pass. The Titans have something going here. Broken up on the play. Into the shadows they go.
Great defense by South, John, because one of the things that they've done very well is shadow the opposing forwards with the ball.
And similar to soccer.
We saw a lot of great defense in soccer the last couple of nights too.
Yeah, the pitch, if they call it that in field hockey, is about 20 yards shorter. They bring the goals up to the lines.
Up to the football goal line. So it's almost a true football field.
Right. And again, similar to soccer, great exercise for the girls that play this. A break in the action here as the officials sort things out. Ron Foley and Cara Ron Foley and Kara Hinch, or Hink, excuse me, H-I-N-C-K. Some kind of an orange ball was on the field, far side.
Isn't that what we used in street hockey?
Yeah, it probably
I
says
mean,
Milek on it.
Yeah, I know, you know, that's what we used. So.
And they're going to use an orange ball right now. I'm all for it. Makes it a lot easier for it to show up on Nashua's ETV, HD TV.
Oh,
I got to look from Pete. I guess that's not correct.
I guess not, huh? Oh, great.
Just wishful. Last night we had you purchasing expensive graphics to overlay on the turf.
We set it all up.
We spent a lot of money.
We spent a lot of money on Pete last night, believe me.
And now with the rush, the Titans on the move in the scoreless game. Can they get it into the strike zone and get a shot off? No. Good defense again played by the Panthers with their backs up against the net.
That was a great job by Aaron Parent, basically taking the ball away from the Titans. Kalia Boykin.
Jessica Root is able to throw the ball toward the Panther goal and get another rush going with her teammate Carolina Baez. Carolina with the ball right now. She's broken up, and it's to midfield, the whistle.
Of course, John, with the wind right now, you're seeing a few things on the field called leaves. We haven't seen those in a while.
Wow, yeah. Except if you look in your yard, I'm sure you've already seen them now. This past week was a big week for falling leaves.
Yeah, with all the rain.
Yeah. That's inbounds, by the way. There's a red line there, very close to it, but it's inbounds. The Panthers.
Yeah, the field not as wide as the soccer fields that we had for the two soccer games. So they widened the field down where the yellow line is. You follow the purple line all the way down, and that'll be your end line.
Often you see the players checking with the officials about what the cause of the whistle was. That was a situation right there where Melina Wolf, number 7 for the Panthers, was questioning what the call was, that she tried to rush down the right sideline, and the official indicated above his knee, which I think meant that there was contact above the knee with the stick.
Right.
And the ball is past the end line, so it's going to be Titans free hit about 20 yards from the goal. And in a free hit, the opposing players are required to give about 10 yards in distance, as you see, before the first touch. Trying to push it ahead. The Titans successfully do so, and it goes to a Panther defender shoring up the line of defense at midfield. Panthers all pushing it ahead, determined. The Titans trying to get some offense going. A lot of midfield play going on right now with 16:50 left in the first half. Another thing that the players must guard against is using both sides of the stick, and of course the officials have to be on the alert for that, blow the whistle.
Well, these kids have picked up the game pretty well for not playing in middle school. And I think the facility here, again with the fast turf, really helps you pick the sport up a little bit better.
Right.
Because you're able, it's just anytime a sport is faster like that, it just adds to the allure of the sport. South is awarded the ball, and they'll get a hit, a free hit. Trying to get the ball down to the middle, and in the scoring area right now, they're just not able to get a clear shot. One of the North defenders that was right there in the middle of all the action, Haley Sack. You mentioned her earlier, and now, here we go with the penalty corner, John.
Is this the penalty corner?
This is the penalty corner right here.
And you can see how you're allowed to have 5 players in the net.
And then everybody converges. The defenders come down, the offenders come up, and then the ball almost a deflection off one of the defenders, and they'll do it all over again. And South again will line up along that yellow line, or should. Oh, maybe it'll be a side hit. It will be a side hit.
A penalty corner?
Yep. So not a penalty corner. It'll be a side hit.
It appeared to be Breon Wilson that had a great chance to score there.
There's another chance right in the middle, but South can't get the handle on the ball, and the Titans are able to knock it away.
I noticed the players do wear mouth guards a lot.
Yeah, well, they all have to wear mouth guards. They wear them in soccer as well. They all have to wear. If you're competing in an HIA sport, you've got to wear a mouth guard. I think the only sport that I don't see that be a factor in is baseball and softball, but and tennis, but I'm not positive.
So how about the golfers? Do they, they bite down on a tough putt?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Just kidding. Okay, and it's some pressure by the Titans.
Although I've played with some golfers that should have a mouth guard.
Nice kick save made there by the South goaltender, Cora and North, and it was in it, definitely headed for the back of the net. North will inbound now. And Nashua, the South defenders were able to successfully block any attempt to get closer to the net. Haley Sack, number 20, doing the free hit from out of bounds on the sideline. She just likes to walk it in and then go for a hit.
But North hasn't had the quality chances that South has had in the first few minutes. Although there's one right there with a kick save.
Good shot made there by
another one coming up.
The Titans. Carolina Baez. And it is a goal scored. No, it is not. Excuse me. I saw the goaltender going back in to get the ball out of the net. Excuse me. Is the Titans with a penalty corner here. Setting up. And there's the shot. Another one. Haley Sack getting two chances here, trying to thread through a series of legs. So we are still scoreless. Lost track of the ball there. Even the orange thing is difficult in the shadows. Whistle gives the Titans a free hit. Shooting it downfield is Jessica Root, number 18. Through traffic. Titans still with it. Now they lose it out of bounds, and it'll be the Panthers' ball to hit in towards the goal. Good stop made there. That's something you see the players look for, as an alleyway between all of the traffic to maybe launch the ball a good 30, 40 yards down the field, kind of like an effective punt.
You don't see it too often, though. You know that? You really don't. You do in this service, but not on a grassy surface.
Titans with some space operating on the right side of midfield. They're able to keep it moving for the moment. A foul called against the Panthers will give a free hit to the Titans. They take it very quickly. And the ball trickling to nobody in particular at the moment. It's at the 30-yard line of the Panthers, and they're going to play it safely back to the defense. It's a free hit situation. Trying to spread it out to the wings. Instead, North intercepts, and they have a rush going on the right side. It's a Nashua versus Nashua weekend. We've got field hockey for you at Stellos Stadium on a brilliant Friday afternoon. Clear skies and sunshine, 11 minutes to go in the first half.
Well, here's an interesting chance for North. They get a free hit just inside the 20-yard line. And that'll make them closer in towards the net. But boy, those shadows really kind of converge. Doesn't affect the play at all, but it affects what you can see in front of the net. And North is going to have a penalty corner. Now you can see, look at all the defenders lined up inside the net and along the end line. And then now you get one hit out, and then they all come forward.
And that's Christina Demons who's doing the inbounding, and she gets it effectively in the strike zone.
Could not wrap it around. Wow, great chance by Carolina Baez.
In traffic. Oh, what a trace.
But Baez had a great chance to wrap one around the netminder, John, and wasn't able to do it.
And then Demons, number 12 for the Titans, Tom, which just went underneath her stick, very close to the goal mouth with the open left side. The Panthers trying to get it out of that strike zone now. The Titans with it through traffic. An attempted pass there by Haley Sack. Now the Panthers are just going to whack this down the sideline and successfully relieving the pressure there. That was just inches And maybe a lucky bounce away from a goal scored by the Titans. Instead, still scoreless as North comes right back at it. Whistle gives a free hit to the Panthers. Let's see which way that's going to go, and that's a free hit for the Titans. They're going to be able to move it closer.
Long way away, though.
Number 7 is Catherine Ricchetti. Whistle called as the Titans' Elizabeth Schumann battled for the ball. Haley Sack loses it momentarily, and it's stolen away by the Panthers. Number 16 is Emily Richard in purple. Left sideline now to midfield. Panthers have been on the defensive for several minutes, Tom. They just trying to stave off the first goal of the game.
That was not the case earlier. They had dominated play down on their end.
Yeah, let me root for the Panthers to get some offensive pressure in the brightly lit side of the field. It'll help us a little bit. And on cue, here the Panthers come down the field, trying to get it out to midfield. Stingy midfield play, though, by the Titans makes it slow going. In fact, the Titans have now successfully stolen it away and mounted another attack. Number 23 with some good work is
it's a tough first name to pronounce.
Klyla.
Klyla Boykin. Klyla Boykin has basically set the stage for almost every offensive move that they've had as she's in the middle of the field. She's a center mid, I think.
Right. Looks like a combination of Clyde and Lila. Klyla Boykin with a lot of touches today, number 23 in the white jersey, blue numerals. Ball goes out of bounds to the right of the goal. And the officials say it will be possession Titans. Catherine Ricchetti, number 7, doing the honors. She gets it in, broken up though, intended for a teammate. Good defense by the Panthers. Whistle, far sideline, and it's going to be a free hit for South. Overtime rules vary. We're a long way from that, of course, but it's always a possibility in field hockey. Just like soccer, tend to be low-scoring games. Who will get the first goal of this one?
I don't know, but time is running out in the first half. 7:03 to play in the first half. Scoreless here at Stellos Stadium.
Haley Sack battling for the ball there with Erin Kelly, number 6 in purple for South. And
yeah, Kelly's been busy. She's really had to really work defensively, but this is going to tire North out, I think, more than it will South, because I think they've just had to work so hard offensively to try to get quality shots.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They've had the majority of the play. I mean, they've had 6-7 quality shots on net already.
Yeah, they've had some very high-energy flurries.
Yeah, an early flurry to start the game, and now this stretch of almost 8 minutes where they've had the ball down on their end of the field.
Catherine Ricchetti slaps one into traffic and gets the ball to go all the way to the goaltender.
There's another kick, but that wouldn't have counted anyway. But
right,
she wants to get it out to her teammates.
Under siege, the Titans are keeping up the pressure on South, under siege in the left side of the field in the shadows.
And you can hear the wind. It's warm, but the wind is whipping through the stadium right now. Won't affect this sport because of the fact that the shots are never that high, but what it'll affect, John, is it'll affect the football game later.
Right. Catherine Ricchetti walks it in, broken up immediately by the Panthers, but right there on the spot, North to pick it up.
North trying to set up an offense from the side and maybe possibly get a penalty corner. so they can get a decent chance at a score.
Cara Upton is a freshman, number 2 out there, and she's seeing a lot of action in white jersey. Right there is Cara, freshman. She kicks it, hits it towards the goal.
Whistle blows, and a dangerous hit, I believe. Stick probably raised above the waist. South having a lot of hard time clearing the ball.
Yeah. It is clinging to the scoreless tie right now.
Exactly. Now see the Titans again have the ball and are moving forward. South cannot clear it.
Finally, they do get it into the offensive zone for the first time in many minutes. Sprinting downfield is number 15, Kayla Collins with it. Broken up, but back to the point of defense, and Panthers able to keep it in. Swept toward the goal, kick save needed to be made there. In orange, that's the North goaltender, Megan Reynolds, who was called upon on a shot that had some good pace on it.
And the same thing, John, we're going to talk about it. We talked about it in the soccer games. It'll be a factor in this game with the sun beating down on these kids is fatigue.
Right.
You know, they've got to run a long way both ways.
The Titans running a long way right now. Shot toward the middle of the goal and right there.
Nice job by the Panthers to pick that pass off. Very difficult to get a flowing play in field hockey. Mainly it's a bounce off the goalie or a bounce off a defender or a stick that will get you that goal.
Credit Brianne Wilson, number 24, and Colleen Rotman in purple for South for foiling that offensive play.
Side hit for the Titans.
Broken up by the Panthers immediately, and there's a scrum for the ball.
You know, with all the time they've controlled the ball, they've only had 1 penalty corner. Sure that they would like a couple more because that probably would give them their best chance at scoring. But they have dominated play in the latter, I'd say 15 minutes of this half, and that's a good chunk. That's over half. That's about half the time.
Panthers able to push it to midfield, but broken up, and back it goes on the Titans stick.
Yeah, and you know, Boykin is right in the middle of all that.
Boykin throws it toward the net, and the first person to get it is nobody. It rolls out of bounds. A good choice by the goaltender there.
I tell you, Boykin is right in the middle of everything.
She's number 23 in the white jersey. Free hit for the Panthers. It bounces to about the 35-yard line away from the goal. Panthers have a good chance to at least get it to midfield here, and they do. Cross the midfield stripe into the offensive zone, 0-0, but then broken up. The Titans are able to just snuff out any chance the Panthers have to get offensive momentum.
1:55 left to play in the first half.
Titans seem determined to score before that half ends. Ball on the far sideline. They just love that shaded corner.
They love it, John. South will love it just as much in the second half.
I think if Pete would spring for a hot and cold chart of where the ball is on the field, I think it would be like red hot in that right hand, corner.
What he means, Pete, is he wants a telestrator.
A telestrator.
That's what he wants. Sometimes I have to.
No, I'm inventing something here.
Sometimes I have to
I'm inventing a field hockey graphic that shows, depending on redness, where the ball is spent most of the time.
And what you're going to do is you're going to circle and circle.
No circling. I want a shaded map by color, like white over here, red in the corner with a shade.
And I want lobster for dinner tonight, but it's not going to happen.
Not going to get it. Oh boy.
A minute to play. They stopped the clock, so it's the time is being kept, just like soccer, time is being kept on the field. So I would say we are probably under a minute to play right now in this first half. South with a last-ditch effort. They've got.
I tell you, we saw some shocking goals last night in soccer.
Yeah, late in the half.
Where you had relentless pressure by one team and then a sprint to a goal by the other out of a defensive shell.
Looking to try to get the ball her way was Pooja Karnane, and she was not able to get a teammate to be able to get a position to pass it to her because she was open on the right wing.
Seconds remaining in this first half. Both teams looking for that first score.
Boy, I hate to say it, but when they hit that stick on the out of bounds off the free hit, it looks like me on the first tee.
Sort of a whiff.
Kind of a whiff or a top.
And that'll do it.
That'll do it for the first half. Scoreless at Stellos Stadium.
You can hear the enthusiastic crowd here. The Titans.
Not bad. With a nice afternoon. Why not?
And the Titans fans definitely with the loudest applause as their team put on clearly the greatest pressure for the first 30 minutes. Another 30 minutes, though, still to come. John Collins with Tom King. We have Frank Walland on camera with Tim O'Neill. We'll be back with more exciting girls field hockey action from Stellos Stadium after this break.
If any of these symptoms are unusual for you and they persist, please see your doctor. No one knows your body like you do.
Welcome back to the second half of action in this Nashua High South versus North girls field hockey game at Stellos Stadium. We're scoreless after 30 minutes of play, just underway here in the second half. The teams have switched ends. The goaltenders today now in the orange to our left.
The teams have switched ends, and just to bother John, South will probably pick things up so that the ball will be still back down in the shaded area.
Yeah, if what happened in the first half continues, we'll be fine because the Titans had relentless pressure looking for a goal on the South goaltender, Cora and North, which is on the right of your screen right here where the ball is on her end right now. And in the shadows, wearing orange, Megan Reynolds, the North goaltender, who's been pretty lonely, Tom, for this game.
She has. Boy. Basically just relaxing back there. Got some action early in the game, probably at around the 10-minute mark of the first half. 10 minutes in. And, boy, from 15 minutes in on, wasn't much at all.
The officials for today's game are Ron Foley and Kara Hink. Loose ball, rather close to the Panther goal, but they're able to get it out of the danger zone. And trying to go across midfield, and they do. Kind of shielding the ball with her body was Melina Wolf, number 7 for the Panthers. Titans get it right back, though, into the offensive zone. Good rolling shot up ahead by South. Turnaround shot is broken up by the Titans, and they're back towards midfield. There's Klyla Boykin with her first touch of the second half. She's a very effective player.
Yeah, she really is, but I think she ignites their entire offense.
Throws it towards the center area. Not able to reach a teammate, however.
You get a player that's around the ball a lot as much as she is, and that's somebody you want to build around. John, that tape is not doing the job for you.
I just haven't rolled out the bottom.
As it's windy here, we're trying to tape our rosters down on the press box counter here at Stellos Stadium. Just a couple of tricks of the trade for people to know.
There we go. Titans inbounding. Deflected shot or pass ends up in the Titans' possession far side. With it is Haley Sack, number 20. Pushing it ahead to her teammate. Broken up momentarily by the Panthers, and a good play made over there by Breanne Wilson, number 24, has been a stalwart on defense all game. Under siege, but a big reason why It's a scoreless game. The Titans with a shot, a kick save, and a beauty.
All right, North puts the pressure on. They are continuing to do it all game.
Cora and Emond had her eye on the ball and perfect timing with that kick. She was able to start a little bit of a surge here by her Panthers teammates. This ball threads its way through some traffic into the Panther offensive zone. The Titans just not allowing any kind of momentum though for South. They're right back on the offensive. The River Rivalry, of course, Nashua North positioned across that river that you can see beyond the stands across from us, and South right down the road here to our right on this side of the river. Ball in the middle of the field. Clyla Boykin with a nice move.
And there she is again.
Towards the middle, it goes off the foot of a defender right to a Titans player, and it's a whistle dead.
Clyla is very good at trying to set up her teammates. I think at some point they are going to have to put her in a position where someone could set her up, because she looks like she has the talent to finish a play.
Titans with it, rolling right toward the goal. It's loose. Anybody's ball. The Panthers desperately trying to get it out of there, and they do.
Not with authority though, John, and that's part of the problem.
And it's back onto a Titan stick as it goes into the striking area. The Titans with another chance. It's rolling toward the goal, and it is in the net. A goal is scored.
And you know what? It's going to be awfully tough to see who you can credit it to, because there are about 2 or 3 players around the ball and all knocking at it at the same time.
I'm going to say that it was scored by Elizabeth Schumann, number 6.
Number 6.
She was right in the middle of the fray. She's the one that ran the ball back to midfield and was getting congratulated by her teammates. It was definitely a team goal, but we're going to credit it to Elizabeth Schumann. Well done.
Just under 6 minutes in to the half. Well, actually 5 minutes, just over 5 minutes, 5:02 into the half.
It looked like several girls, both offensive and defensive players, got their stick on it, but it finally went across the line.
I'll tell you, but what started it all was Boykin down on the right side. You know, started that flurry, and then the weak clearing attempts by South. And what a stick save!
Crashing into the goalpost as she had to do it. Megan Reynolds went from being lonely to
Reynolds just all
under
of a sudden,
fire.
Yeah, all of a sudden she had to turn it to wake up. Leans down with her stick at the last second.
Otherwise, the whistle. Is that a free hit?
Otherwise,
close?
we would have been tied right away.
I think the Panthers are going to get a free hit right here, Tom.
Yeah, they'll get a free hit, but it won't be as close as you think, John. It'll be out around the 20, and that's what they're doing right now.
Right. In soccer, you can score from there, but not in field hockey.
Field hockey.
You got to get it inside the red semicircle.
Titans are taking the position where they're not going to try to pass the ball out. They're going to try to run it out of trouble. And I think that's part of the problem South has had. They've tried to hit the ball downfield on defense to get out to stop some of those North flurries, where they just need to have somebody, like we saw Boykin right here on this play, bring it all the way up. They need to have somebody carry the ball out.
Schumann and Boykin teaming up here near side, numbers 6 and 23 for the Titans. Inbounding it is Catherine Ricchetti, number 7, does a good job of getting it ahead to the freshman Kara Upton, number 2, with it. Upton pushing it towards the middle. On defense there, trying to stave off the attack, is Megan Pease, number 19. Free hit, though, for the Titans as they're within a few steps of that red semicircle. They'll get the ball inside of there, and then they can shoot to score off a Panther stick and out of bounds.
Now making that free hit, number 12 for Nashua North, Christina Demmons.
You see a lot of players just
not enough on it.
Right, just throwing it toward the net and hoping for the best, maybe a lucky bounce. That plays a big role in a lot of these goals. Putting pressure on the defense. Good job of keeping it in bounds by the Titans' Kara Upton, but it deflects to a Panthers player. Whistle call. The official's going to instruct where the free hit is to take place. At the 20 roughly. They have a choice of giving it a good hard whack or just dribbling it from the free hit area. And that looks like a timeout called.
Yeah, I think right now South is going to call timeout because they need to get a little bit of rest there. Even though they got out of the halftime break, they still didn't have their legs under them. They're so hard, working so hard on defense that they just aren't able to get their legs.
So they'll talk it over for a few minutes. 22-12 left to go in the second half. It's up to the Panthers to create some offense, and really they have not been able to generate too much of it, although they did test Megan Reynolds that one time on the run and force the goaltender right up against that left post. Their best chance of the game. Meanwhile, Titans have had sustained pressure, mainly keyed by, as Tom pointed out, Clyla Boykin, who's a very good handler of the ball. And one of her favorite moves is to stick handle the ball wide right and get the defense running backwards, creating space. She throws it toward the middle, and then anything can happen.
Well, you hear that wind through our microphones. Yep. Very windy early fall day.
There are some special jerseys that have been made up with the pink writing.
With the pink writing for breast cancer awareness.
Right. We've got your back is one of the messages on the jerseys that were just displayed.
They're basically sweatshirts, I think, aren't they? Or jersey? Yeah, they are jerseys, but they're not used in the game. Otherwise, we'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be able to see who's doing what because it would cover up the numbers. But most of the fans here or the student cheering section have them on. Wow,
I think it says
wind.
"Wear my defense." Yeah, it's really blowing to the booth, and that is just wide of the goal.
Boy, an opportunity there, an open net.
Was that Boykin again?
An open net.
No, it was number 4.
Yep.
That was Carolina Baez on the left side of the goal.
Baez has played pretty well too. She had a couple of good chances down in the first half, down to our left. South again in purple and North in white with the blue trim.
Chance there for the Titans. It bounces past one of their sticks and it'll be near midfield. Panthers get a little bit of too much contact, officials say, so it's a free hit for South. And Kelly McIntyre chops at it into the Titan zone now. The shadows getting longer from the trees lining the Nashua River to the left side of your screen. Our cameraman today upstairs, Frank Wallen. Tim O'Neill is here.
I hope Frank is holding on to something up there. That wind is pretty strong. He's on
yeah, we think he's still
He's on the roof, right.
It was interesting to me that they switched to an orange ball after the game started.
I think that the shadows had something to do with that.
It's a nice option to have. What type of ball would the Tampa Bay Rays like to have against the Yankees, or it's actually, is it the Rays?
They're not. They may not. They may not.
The Twins against the Yankees. The Twins. As we tape this.
Don't be surprised if Minnesota goes into New York and takes 2. Got a good left-hander going on in Game 3. He's pretty good. It's better than Phil Hughes. He should outpitch him.
Panthers with a good chance here. As it dribbles through toward the goaltender is a save, and luckily for the Titans, Megan Reynolds, the goaltender, when she kicked it, her own teammate was right there to take the rebound.
Reynolds has been pressed into duty here all of a sudden. South has responded the way we talked about during the summer. You wonder how teams respond after a goal. South has responded with a little bit of offense.
Here come the Panthers again.
They need to.
It's in deep. Loose ball.
Oh, there's a
chopped at.
Golden
still
opportunity
loose
for a shot.
In a scrum there. It works its way, and a nice save again, directed to the right side of the goal by Reynolds.
It looked like Molly McDonough had a chance at it. Also fighting for it were 2 other Panthers. I believe one of them was Megan Pease.
Ball on the near sideline now, and it's
there was a large group in front of in front of the North goal.
Kelly McIntyre, number 10, is going to inbounds this. Actually, it's a free hit. She's going to try to hit her teammate that's a few steps away. McIntyre gets it back. Her attempted pass, centering pass, is intercepted by the Titans. Loose ball close to the strike zone, which is that red semicircle. You have to get inside there to score in field hockey. And
now they'll get a hit.
Panthers are.
And now they get a free hit.
Yeah, about 2 or 3 yards away from
the 19-yard line, a free start.
McIntyre chops at it, gets it inside the circle.
Deflected to the left. And
Whistle called.
Out of harm's way, and now the Titans will take control.
I think they call that a dangerous shot because it got knee high.
Yeah, exactly. And now the Titans will take control after the dangerous hit. But see, that's a dangerous.
Yeah.
Sometimes the whistle would blow on a swing like that. The follow through.
It was like a baseball swing.
Yeah, exactly.
Panthers have picked up the pressure, though, noticeably in the last 3 or 4 minutes.
18:20 left in the game, 1-0 in favor of Nashua North.
And you get the sense that Nashua South has got some sense of urgency because they are trailing. That's exactly what's going on. They're down 1-0 on the goal by Elizabeth Schumann early in the second half. The Titans finally capitalizing on the pressure that they'd sustained most
nice
of the game.
save by Reynolds.
Yeah, made it all the way to the goaltender, and it looked like it would have at least hit the post. She directed it wide to the left.
Megan Reynolds with a good kick save. Hasn't had to use, well, she used her stick too with that shot to the other side of the goal early in the half.
Right across the goal there by Kelly McIntyre.
Well, what's so dangerous about that, John, is it could take a bounce or a deflection,
right,
and Reynolds would be helpless.
And I think that's probably what Kelly was hoping when she launched that across the goal mouth, that one of her teammates might just deflect that in. It was a good setup. Somebody could have anticipated the shot or the pass. McIntyre's had a lot of touches, number 10 in purple. Doing her best to set up a teammate, comes all the way to near midfield. And the Titans trying to relieve the pressure that's been on them for a change in the past few minutes. They get it past midfield. And here comes Boykin. Look at that sprint. And she overran it.
She's got a lot of energy, doesn't she?
Here she goes, and it's a battle with number 6 in purple. That was Erin Kelly. Did a great job of getting it all the way down into the offensive zone from her side of midfield. So the Panthers defender, Kelly, contact made there, and the official's going to call it North ball. Intercepted, though, by the Panthers, and back they come. Long shot taken by Molly McDonough.
Now, McDonough took another long one earlier. She's got a good stick.
Catherine Ricchetti has it, number 7. She's trying to find Boykin on the wing, but
exactly.
broken up.
She had to be looking for Boykin. You knew that's where she was going. And so did South with a great interception and a steal.
The Titans have it. Whistle calls. Free hit for South, however.
Clock still moving. 15:56 to play in the field hockey game.
Effective pass forward there by McIntyre. South had a chance to get a shot off in the scramble. McIntyre again going straight at the goaltender from outside the scoring circle, hoping teammate can pick up the shot, the pass/shot that she's been trying. All trickles out to about the 30 near sideline. The Titans trying to golf it down into the offensive zone, and they do get it across midfield. No, not yet. Kara Upton, the freshman, able to get it past midfield, and sprinting after it now is Christina Demmons, number 12, with some help from Baez. Carolina Baez has it. She's taking it wide left.
That sun really a factor. And I think it's a factor in goal, too. You know,
well, right where the goaltender's looking right now is back toward the sun. It's peeking through the trees right into her eyes from that angle, especially. So it could be a factor.
I think that's a big. I think that's a big. Is that Cora and North?
Yes.
In goal for South.
What do we have? Some penalty inside the scoring circle?
It's going to be a penalty corner, I think. The way they're lined up in the net.
The goaltender for South is Cora and North.
And she's got a really tough problem with that sun because it's right in her eyes. Here you go.
Shot by
and
North.
A fan. Oh, she fanned on it.
Boykin's going to try to make up for that quickly. Klyla pushing it forward, still has possession.
Yep.
Panthers intercept. The whistle's called. Another penalty corner, it appears.
Boykin disappointed at herself, though. She had 2 shots at it, and she basically topped the ball the second time, whiffed the first time.
She drew a foul. I believe it was another player that whiffed on that shot, Tom. I think Boykin picked up the ball after the whiff. Shot toward the goal and a whistle immediately. It's goes the Panthers' way as they get to take a free hit out near the 20. Golf toward midfield and successfully across the midfield stripe for the Panthers, but right back come the Titans of Nashua North in the white jerseys and blue. Look at that nice move by Boykin.
Yeah.
Golfs it up ahead. Effective offensive maneuver to Kara Upton. The freshman sweeps it into the striking zone. Shot toward the goal. Kick save. Beautifully done by Eamon.
Eamon's trying to keep her team in the game because one more goal by North, and that would probably be it because you don't think South is going to be able to get 2 goals in 13 minutes time.
The goals are so hard to come by. It's a 1-0 game in favor of North, who are looking for that dagger, that second goal. It's right in front.
Whoa.
Save, loose ball, and it's out of the strike zone.
Eamon doing a great job keeping her team in it.
Terrific.
Because this is the kind of pressure we saw for about a 20-minute stretch, 15 minutes at the end of the half and 5 minutes into the second half.
Seeing some players taking some deep breaths right now.
Yeah, you got to think that South has got to be tired by working as hard as they are. They're in the sunny end now, John, so that's going to make them even more fatigued.
Panthers using that free hit to gain about 20 yards, but the Titans, again, stingy about allowing the ball to come to midfield. And here comes Kara Upton, the freshman, with tremendous energy, keeping up the persistent offensive attack. The Panthers trying to get it out of their own zone. Shooting it forward and able to do that was Megan Pease, number 19 in purple. We see Klyla Boykin taking a rest, Tom, well earned.
Yeah, she needed it.
Yeah.
She really needed it.
I'm not sure how the rules are on substitutions in field hockey. I would imagine you can come back.
With all the whistles, there's plenty of, you can come back in.
11 minutes and change left to go in the game, 1-0. The Titans in the white jerseys lead. The Panthers, if they're going to come up with a tie goal, going to have to generate a lot more offense than we've seen.
11:31 to play in the game. 1-0, Nashua North leads it.
McIntyre all the way down.
Not wide. Wouldn't count anyway because it can't be that far all the way down.
But she did connect with the stick of her teammate, number 21.
No, that's true, she did.
Pooja Karnane.
So it would have counted, you're right.
Yeah, Pooja just wanted to control that and then go in alone. It would have been a clean breakaway, which we have not seen yet in this game, anything like that. The pass was just a little bit too hard to handle. Here come the Titans again in the offensive zone.
I have to say it now, John. North is at the point now where we approach the 10-minute mark where they can just try to do some delay tactics.
Amanda Freeman did a good job, number 11 in purple, of advancing this forward.
Down in their end. They don't have to go for the quick score. They can try to hold back, pass the ball a little bit, knock it around, get some out-of-bounds play, all sorts of things that they can try to do to milk that clock as it's 10:30 to play, and they're up 1-0.
Far side, you had Kelly McIntyre and Haley Sack fighting for the ball.
Which is not orange anymore.
Right, it is. Back to white again.
Yeah.
Whistle.
Obstruction. That's one thing we haven't seen too much in this game of. They've not blown the whistle an awful lot.
I got to say, you probably give the South points for not wasting any time when they get a free hit, Tom, because they know they're down by a goal and they're not taking a lot of time to hit it.
North should just take their time and waltz around.
And
kick the ball a little bit.
Case in point.
Right
here.
Take your time. Clock is ticking.
9.5 minutes to go.
Time is officially kept on the field, but at the same time, they're not going to stop the clock for this. They'll stop it for injury, and that's about it.
Effective shot forward by the Titans, goes all the way down into the Panthers' end with her back to the field of players. The Panthers' number 23, Erin Parent, wasn't able to corral it, so it'll be the Titans' ball to hit in bounds, looking for that dagger goal that would put them up 2-0 as North leads this 1-0 here at Stellos Stadium. Midfield, chopped forward, back and forth we go. A little bit ping pong action as the players battle for some open space. It's in short supply. Whistle call. It's going to be North's free hit at about the 25-yard line, 25 yards from the goal. Nice interception made by the Panthers, and they're right back toward the scoring area, but it's going to go out of bounds off of a North stick. Panthers ball. Off a Panther stick, and it's North's ball in white jerseys. Down to the 8-minute mark to go, and
now desperation time for South. They have to take advantage of it, just about every opportunity.
And they're trying to get some fresh legs on the field. As sprinting on a substitution there is Colleen Rotman, number 9, the furthest defender to the right of the screen, just onto the field. So she's got some fresh legs, and Colleen just got her stick on it, and she pushes it forward. So players that have more energy at this point, they're going to stand out naturally because the fatigue setting in for the players that have played most of the game. They'll be tending to stand around more, although you've got to say there's been great intensity by both teams. There's
a dangerous hit.
Yeah. One of those.
Yeah, that definitely looked like one of my first tee drives.
Shoulder high. I saw a picture in Sports Illustrated that Tiger Woods hit a ball right at a British photographer.
Yes.
But in the caption, they did not say if the ball took his life or not. I mean, if that crossed your mind.
Ever gotten hit by a golf ball?
No.
I have.
Where'd you get hit?
Shoulder. Back of the shoulder.
4. Shot by Boykin. Boykin was down there, back on the field, Tom. That was a brief rest that Klyla got, and there was plenty to get her back into position to score. She nearly tallied the second goal for the Titans. It's in the strike zone. A shot wide of the goal. Terrific chances there, a flurry of chances for the Titans.
Well, like we said, they put one more goal in. This game is over, but all they need to do basically is possess the ball. They can try to maneuver the offense as much as they want.
Elizabeth
and milk that clock.
Number 6 and Kara Upton, number 2, Klyla Boykin. They were all down there trying to come up with that second goal. Here come the Panthers. They're on the run. There's a teammate up in the striking area if they can get the ball to her. And there's a free hit inside the scoring area, Tom. That's pretty close to the goal, and it might be one of those penalty corners. Yes, it is. So this is a very important chance for the Panthers, if they can, to tie the game. It's inbounded. The shot is through traffic and misses wide right.
Didn't get close enough.
But the Panthers retain the right to inbound it. They have possession.
And there'll be a side hit.
Kelly McIntyre pushing it through.
Well, I'll tell you, not a whole lot of sense of urgency by either team. They're kind of slowly meandered through that sequence, and there's 5:32 to play in the game.
Penalty corner for Panthers. Inbounded. McIntyre's shot.
Score!
In! You're tied. 1-1. Wow, one too many penalty corners surrendered by the Titans. That standing around you talked about, Tom, and look at this celebration. The goaltender for South comes out to congratulate McIntyre.
5:21 to play, 1-1.
Colleen Rotman, one of the defenders down there, hugging it out with South goalie Cora and North.
McIntyre with the goal, John?
Well, you know,
it might have been deflected on the way in.
Until we find out it was deflected, it's definitely she powered that shot toward the goal.
She really did with authority. That's what South needed.
And you know, there's a 50-50 chance that the deflection was by one of the Titans players, so we'll do that until we hear otherwise. But McIntyre was determined. I mean, if you added it up, I bet she's got more touches and more hits on the ball than anybody on either team today. And finally, it pays off. I guess as they say in hockey, if you keep shooting enough, it will go in. So with 5 minutes to go, a timeout taken down on the field as the Titans and the Panthers set up and separate into respective huddles to talk about this game.
Well, this is interesting. North brought their players all the way down to the Titan goal to talk about this.
Yeah.
During this timeout.
So we'll see what they come up with. As far as strategy, it's one of those cases where I guess there's some inspirational words, but maybe emotional words being said right now, because one of the biggest opponents at this time of the game is fatigue. You have worked so hard to come back and tie the game 1-1. Now do you let up, and the team that led for most of the game, do the Titans reassert themselves that the game should have and will be theirs? So we'll see what happens. The Titans in the white jerseys and blue trim, and of course the Nashua South in purple and white. 1-1. It took a long time, very close to the end of the game, relatively speaking. You got a 60-minute game with 5 minutes left. The Panthers tie it up on a penalty corner. We credit Kelly McIntyre, but there was a lot of traffic in front of the goal, and it's 1-1. Panthers ball with a free hit. Our official Ron Foley indicates, do it right there at the 15-yard line. Boykin intercepts.
Can you say overtime?
Yeah. Although the way the Titans, they seem to be determined to get something going here.
To get some kind of chance, and they've shown a better proficiency for it.
Far side, Panthers ball.
But boy, you could see the game changing when South had that rush.
I gotta say, they seem to conserve all their energy until that last offensive flurry, and then they finished. I mean, they had 2 penalty corner chances, and they converted on the second.
Yeah, you get that many, you got to convert. And they had 2 before that as well. And now the sun really a factor.
Boykin going from her right wing all the way over the left wing to help out, but she's broken up over there by the Panthers. It was number 13, Melissa Jean, that had it and was able to shoot it up ahead to her teammates, who are now putting more pressure on, looking for that go-ahead goal with 3.5 minutes to go in the field hockey game. It's a Friday afternoon at Stellos. The shadows from the trees beside the Nashua River getting very long, but the players keenly focused on that orange ball again. Maybe it's the same ball and it's changing colors. Remote control.
Depending on how much sun is on it, right?
Yeah. Fought for near midfield. There's Clyla Boykin. She comes back to get it, trying to maneuver through traffic. Her teammate picks it up and carries it forward. That was Christina Demmons, who's broken up in turn. The Panthers golf it. It's called a dangerous high shot, though, and it's going to be a Titans free hit. All the way back. I think the ball ended up at midfield. There it is.
And the clock continues to move, 2:34 to play.
So the way the game has gone, it would seem that we're headed for overtime.
I believe it's a 10-minute sudden death.
Whistle, Titans free hit, midfield.
But don't hold me to that.
Okay. Baez gets the miss hit for the Titans. He tries to set up with space, but she's broken up almost immediately. Players converging on the ball so quickly that it's hard for the offensive players to set up. In traffic, whistle called as sticks clacked. Far sideline goes against the Panthers, so it's Titans free hit with under 2 minutes to play now, 1:40 to go. Scant seconds remaining in this game. You see lurking down by the Titans goal is Pooja Karne, number 21 for the Panthers, just hoping the ball will come her way and maybe she can stuff it into the net.
And she's got some skill. I see her stick work is very good. We've seen it. Yeah, you see her coming back.
Yeah, there it is. It's in
shadowed,
front.
Couldn't get the handle on it because of the defense by North's number 24.
She's got it now, Tom.
Tessa Brouillard.
A penalty corner.
She's got it, but too far away.
Right. But
so now the penalty corner will come and see what South can do.
It's going to be inbounded. Let's see where it is.
It's inbounded to the right side. Hard shot.
McIntyre again is going to try it. And it's in the goal. McIntyre golfs it past the goaltender for the 2-1 score.
First shot deflected. Second one, a line drive went in. And South, with a minute left, inside of a minute, gets the 2-1 lead and possibly the win.
Titans are literally stunned over there.
They are stunned. 2 Panther goals.
Generating offense seemingly after we had none for most of the half. 2
Panther goals in the final, 13 minutes of this game?
The Titans have a minute to try to come up with a miraculous tie here. Whistle called. It's going to be a free hit for the Titans. It's Kyla Boykin exhorting her teammate, Kara Upton, to get the ball and get the free kick going as there's only 40 seconds left. Upton is broken up. The Panthers are able to clear it for the moment.
Don't forget, the scoreboard says 36 seconds, but the time is kept on the field, so there may be some extra time there.
Okay, so the whistle won't necessarily go at the 0.
Won't necessarily go when it hits 0, but you don't know. And there's a hit that hurt. Hit a player in the hand. They're going to have to call timeout for an injury.
That really
Or will they?
Elizabeth
No, they
Schumann.
have not called timeout. They're letting it go.
Schumann was hurt.
Oh, she is hurt.
Hand.
She got nailed on the hand. And is that it? That is it. South wins it 2-1.
There's going to be a huge celebration by the Panthers right now. A game that they were clearly in danger of losing, Tom. They were down 1-0 late, and they win 2-1. We've had 3 games on Nashua's ETV.
You never
and they've all been thrillers.
You never know.
In the Nashua Rivalry weekend, we had 2 soccer games. Were decided by 1
goal
point.
Game. One of them went into overtime. This one went down into the last minute.
And I believe
great action.
The pattern has continued in that the winning team, one player has scored both of the goals, as far as we know.
McIntyre, right? Stipulated, but we'll have to find out officially from the scorekeepers. But McIntyre,
if either one of those were deflected,
right? McIntyre with both goals. Winning team with one player scoring all the goals.
Now, I'm not a superstitious person, Tom, but Kelly McIntyre is number 10, and this is the 10-10-10 weekend, as you know. October 10, 2010. The final score here, 2-1. The Nashua South Panthers, the Lady Panthers, come back from behind, trailing 1-0 late, and win this field hockey game 2-1 over North. A very thrilling game to call. I'm John Collins with Tom King, Tim O'Neill, and Frank Walland, our executive producer Pete Johnson. Thanking you for watching this field hockey game live from Stellos Stadium. The final score, 2-1.
We're
Thank
somewhere.
you for watching, everybody.